Injuries are part of the sport, and the NBA is no different. For many, NBA athletes are likened to superheroes who defy logic with their incredible outputs of effort and godlike athleticism. Because of this, it's sometimes hard to comprehend players getting seriously injured or missing significant time after sustaining, in what many cases seems like a minor knock or fall. Sometimes, however, players do put together superhuman acts of strength, playing through serious injury for the opportunity to win it all. Often these remarkable feats are during the playoffs, when all the chips are on the table and it's all or nothing. With that being said, let's take a look at the top 6 moments NBA players played through serious injury in the modern era. 6. Rajon Rondo, Boston Celtics, dislocated elbow. NBA genius point guard Rajon Rondo suffered a nasty dislocated elbow in the 2011 Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat. Rondo was tussling with Heat star Dwayne Wade at the three-point line before the pair got tangled and fell hard onto the hardwood. As soon as Rondo's elbow hit the ground, it was very obvious the injury was serious, and to everyone's amazement, he returned to the floor just 5 minutes later. After popping his elbow back into place on the Celtics bench, he went on to score 4 more points during the victory. He finished the evening with 6 points, 11 assists, and a steal in a true display of physical toughness. 5. Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat, kneecap. Dwayne Wade played through his own serious injury in the 2013 Eastern Conference semifinals. Wade suffered knee issues throughout his entire career, but this was one of the worst of them all. After missing some time at the end of the regular season because of the knee, Wade vowed to play through any pain come playoff time. He kept his word and suited up for the Heat during their 2013 postseason run, but it wasn't without excruciating pain. An MRI revealed no structural damage to the area, but Wade had severe bruising all around it. To solve the problem, Wade insanely taped his kneecap over the bruised area to stop any friction, and ended up only missing 1 game in the playoffs while still performing at a high level. The Heat eventually went on to win the title, but Wade's knees were never the same. 4. John Wall, Washington Wizards, fractured wrist. The 2015 Eastern Conference semifinals saw Washington Wizards explosive guard John Wall play through a fractured wrist. The injury happened in the second quarter of Game 1 against the Atlanta Hawks, after Wall drove hard to the rim before heavy contact forced him to hit the ground hard. Wall stayed down for a long time and was examined by the medical staff, but opted to stay in the game and finish the contest with 18 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a steal. Surprisingly, X-rays after the game showed no signs of a break, and he was listed with a wrist sprain on the injury report. Swelling forced him to miss Game 2, and new scans eventually showed non-displaced fractures in his wrist. Adamant on a return, by the time he came back in Game 5, the Hawks had all the momentum and ran away with the series. 3. Dirk Nowitzki, Dallas Mavericks, flu. Dallas Mavericks franchise star Dirk Nowitzki battled the flu in Game 4 of the 2011 NBA Finals. With everything on the line and the Mavericks facing the possibility of going down 3-1 in the series, Nowitzki pulled through for his teammates and the city in the most important game in franchise history. The German power forward finished the contest with 21 points and 11 rebounds, and reportedly reached a temperature of 102 degrees and couldn't even speak during huddles. Nowitzki somehow came up huge in the clutch, scoring 10 points in crunch time and propelling the Mavs to an unlikely victory that eventually catapulted them to the NBA title. 2. Nate Robinson, Chicago Bulls, flu. Dirk Nowitzki hasn't been the only one to battle the flu in the playoffs. Chicago Bulls' Nate Robinson did the same in the 2013 Eastern Conference first-round series against the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls were already without key pieces in Derrick Rose, Kirk Hinrich, and Luol Deng, but Robinson dug deep to put on a show despite his sickness. The virus had snuck into the Bulls' locker room, with fellow teammate Taj Gibson also feeling the effects on the evening. During the game, Robinson was consistently seen with a trash can in between his legs for whenever he got sick throughout the night. He was nothing short of spectacular though, playing 42 minutes and putting up 18 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. The Bulls would go on to win the series in 7 games, and Robinson's battle with the flu would continue to live long in the memory of anyone who witnessed it. 1. Chris Bosh, Miami Heat, abdominal strain. Chris Bosh's unfortunate run with health started in the 2012 NBA campaign as he battled various injuries throughout the regular season. The height of his frustrations came in the postseason, however, sustaining an abdominal strain in Game 1 of the second round against the Indiana Pacers. Due to the strain, Bosh ended up missing the remainder of that series and the first 4 games of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics. The Heat revealed to the media Bosh would miss a significant amount of time and would not return for the rest of the season, but the talented power forward decided to go against the medical report and force his way back for Game 5. The Heat ended up needing every ounce of his productivity as they forced a Game 7 back in Miami. In the win-or-go-home outing, Bosh played a gusty 31 minutes, scoring 19 points on 8 of 10 shooting and grabbing 8 rebounds in the victory. He went on to battle through the NBA Finals, in which the Heat overcame the Oklahoma City Thunder in 5 games to claim the NBA championship. And considering he returned just 3 weeks after sustaining an injury that takes several months to fully heal, it was an incredible showing of determination from the big man. Honorable mentions to this list are Michael Jordan's famous flu game, although some people are skeptical it was just a hangover, Karl Malone and Brandon Roy playing through MCL tears, Kevin McHale playing through a broken foot, and Larry Bird battling a deteriorating back, all when it mattered most. NBA history is riddled with these types of superhuman efforts and complete disregards for one's health when everything is on the line. Players have consistently put their health to one side for the betterment of their team. And it's just one of many examples that the NBA has arguably the toughest and most resilient athletes in the world.